The History of the United States, A Gentle Story for Sleepers. Section 1. The Founding Era, 1600 to 1776. In the early 1600s, groups of settlers, brimming with hope and courage, crossed the Atlantic Ocean in search of new opportunities and freedom. Life in the New World was difficult and often dangerous. Harsh winters, unfamiliar lands, and scarce food challenged every day. Yet these settlers worked tirelessly, clearing forests, building shelters, and planting crops. Each hand on a plow, each hammer striking wood, was part of a dream to create a better life. Slowly, small settlements became towns, and towns became communities, laying the foundation of what would one day be the United States. Despite hardship, these communities developed systems of government, education, and trade. People gathered to discuss laws, share knowledge, and make collective decisions. Families and neighbors depended on one another, forming bonds strong enough to withstand the challenges of a harsh new environment. Their labor, though often invisible, was the silent force shaping the future. They worked fields from sunrise to sunset, constructed homes with sweat and determination, and passed down stories of resilience and courage. These stories carried the seeds of a nation still in its infancy. Over decades, more settlers arrived, each group bringing its own customs, traditions, and dreams. The blend of cultures and ideas enriched the colonies, creating a unique social fabric. Trade with Native Americans and among colonies introduced new skills, crops, and tools, while also bringing tension and challenges. Daily life was a balance of survival and community building, a rhythm of work and hope that would endure for generations. Through every challenge, the determination of ordinary people quietly built the groundwork of a nation that would one day stretch across a continent. By the mid-1700s, discontent grew as the settlers' desire for autonomy clashed with the distant rule of the British Crown. Laws and taxes imposed without local consent stirred debates in homes, taverns, and public squares. Ordinary men and women, though not always in positions of power, felt the weight of injustice and yearned for self-determination. They drafted pamphlets, discussed ideas in quiet rooms, and practiced small acts of resistance. Through this collective energy, the spirit of independence was born, fueled by the hard work and sacrifices of people who dreamed of freedom and a new nation. The culmination of these efforts came in 1776, when leaders and ordinary citizens alike declared independence. The Declaration of Independence was more than words on paper. It was the expression of countless small labors, conversations, and acts of courage. Families, farmers, artisans, and soldiers all contributed to the fledgling nation, each in their own way, through work, thought, and sacrifice. The road ahead was uncertain, yet the dream of a free nation had begun, born from the relentless labor of its people.
Section 2. Building a Nation, 1776 to 1865. After independence, the United States was fragile yet full of hope. Communities labored to construct schools, roads, and farms. Farmers tilled the soil, blacksmiths forged tools, and builders raised homes. Each small act of labor strengthened the young nation. Westward expansion brought new challenges. Pioneers crossed rivers and mountains in covered wagons, clearing land, hunting, and farming. Settlements slowly grew into towns, reflecting months of tireless work. Slavery remained a painful reality. Enslaved people worked endlessly on plantations, their labor essential to the economy. Families endured hardship, preserving culture and dignity despite oppression. Abolitionist voices rose, spreading hope for justice. The Industrial Revolution transformed cities. Factories emerged, powered by water and steam. Workers labored long hours. Children often toiled in harsh conditions. Immigrants arrived, bringing energy, skills, and diversity. Cities expanded, built on relentless human effort. Every machine operated, every brick laid was a testament to labor shaping modern America. The Civil War tested the nation's endurance. Soldiers and civilians alike labored under tremendous strain. Factories produced weapons, nurses cared for the wounded, and families struggled to survive. The war's hardships marked a turning point, abolishing slavery and reunifying the country, honoring the sacrifices of countless hands. Section 3. Industry and Expansion, 1865 to 1918. Post-war reconstruction saw towns and cities rebuilt. Railroads stretched across the continent, connecting people and goods. Laborers worked tirelessly to lay tracks through mountains and plains. Communities grew around these iron veins. Industries blossomed and the nation's economy strengthened. Immigrants arrived in waves, bringing skills, cultures, and new energy. Many labored in factories, mines, and construction sites. Their days were long, often grueling, but their efforts helped cities rise and